Parallax is first picked here by Reason. Now again, it's not to say Parallax was the absolute. I know you're kind of getting at that at the end there about if they really could add a different hero or not, but it still did very well and clearly is a comfort hero lately for Reason. So I think the argument could be made that they maybe should have banned it there, but we'll see if it works out for them.
Yep. I think so too. Maybe they should have, but I mean, they don't believe that was the reason. I mean, any hero who has complete freeform should have a huge impact in the game, and he did that game for sure. But yeah, that's always getting on. Maybe another hero could also do that. Ophelia, with the follow-up pick, a very strong hero. So interesting to see here. Magnus and Lodestone. That's a good gang potential, but also a really good tower and base defense they can potentially set up, especially with the polar keys.
How buff do you think Ophelia really got with these changes? Like, do you think she's really strong, or did it really not do a whole lot? Is it really that noticeable? Like, what do you think?
It's noticeable for sure. That Nature's Wrath is a huge part of it for sure. The buff to that, I don't think the extra heal the ulti gives, like the over 10 seconds, how long it is. I don't think that's too impactful. Honestly, it's more the Nature's Wrath that it's a 1 point wonder. I think it's too strong potentially, but at the same time, I think what they wanted with it is that they wanted to be picked, or a choice to be picked over the Ophelia's Judgment, and then they ended on 15% amplify at level 1, and I mean, it's very strong, and I think it might be a bit too strong, but that's the important factor that got raised by 8% at level 1.
Yeah. All right, so again, yeah, it got buffed in a couple ways. That was maybe the most noticeable one, but again, the Judgment also more move speed on the minions, and then even the ultimate provides a healing aura after the use of it for a couple seconds. So it really got buffed in several places, so even stronger than before. And we're going to see here for Reason Gaming. They go with Pharaoh as well. Again, if there was a hero that really had the most impact, you could argue it was Pharaoh last game for Reason. So clearly they're kind of sticking to their guns here of what kind of worked the first game, not worth changing it in their mind. Magnus, Lodestone, and Magebane is how WOP Dash ends up. So they definitely got the initiation taken care of.
Definitely. I think we watched the game there where the Parallax was Magebane, the sync was as fresh it was. Yeah. And Magebane ulti Parallax wants that game, but the Valkyrie was next to him, just instantly died from full HP, and he had a decent amount, so that counter is there. But if Parallax is able to initiate on you first, then you're silenced, that you can't use your Mana Rift, you can't even blink away. So it kind of depends who goes first. I mean, in that initiation, if Magebane sits out and Parallax is actually going in and using a lot of spells, Magebane can come in and clean up. But if he's going on to Magebane, then he kind of has the edge.
That is true, and you know, God, I was gonna say Reason does ban Moira. I was gonna say if they actually end up getting Moira on top of this, that could really be a high potential. But they do ban Moira, understandably so. Does time to die. He also bans out the Monarch there. Yeah, Puppet Master and Andromeda so far taken out from WOP Dash here. Yeah, so not going to be able to see that combo. But yeah, it's kind of that mind game now that who's going to go first, and are you going to be ready for when that Mana Rift happens kind of deal. So yeah, we even saw last game. I mean, he really had well over 1,000 mana more than anyone else that early on in the game. I mean, those are a lot of circumstances coming together, sure, but it could be potentially very high. So looking forward to that interaction. One more ban to go on either side, but yeah, you also suspect Reason is gonna go with some kind of follow-up carry to this as well. Again, they had the Puppet Master last game.
I can see Cyrex is right-clicking Void Beast, so they could do a long lane Void Beast for sure, but they already have the Pharaoh, so they would have to put him mid, and then I think they are starting to lag on the initiation and lockdown for Magebane if they go for that, so that might be too greedy. Something like a Puppet Master is actually good again. It is banned though here in the second banning phase, so that's not a carry that's going to be picked up.
Yep, taken out there. So now the final thought of WOP Dash has to ban who they think Reason could be thinking about. So again, will they go more of the carry side, or will they go support option? They already took out Andromeda, and then again Puppet Master, so one from each here, depending on who they feel like is a little bit more of a threat. Malakin going to be taking on, interesting. The final ban.
kind of like that. I'm kind of looking at carries and thinking, okay, what can you pick? Because you kind of need one who also has some kind of initiation or CC ability. You need someone with a sheep stick, and Puppet Master was definitely one of them. Malikan was also another one. So they kind of need a bit more crowd control, but they also need that hard-hitting carry. So they kind of have to fit it in there. And Malikan and Puppet Master are definitely the two best ones, I think, at that. And they get banned here, so they have to find something else.
Well, they got about 18 seconds of extra time to figure out what that is, at least for this fourth pick. And then final pick after that, of course. You got, ideally, a Mage Bane, obviously we see him plenty, and how do you deal with it? I guess you could argue this is one of the ways you pick up a Dark Lady, is she's kind of, with the Dark Blades and the Silence herself, and solid carry to go up against, but turning out to be a fairly greedy lineup here, though, for Reason.
Yep, sure.
For farm.
At the same time, with the heals they have on Hellborn, it looks like it's single core here. And Slowstone Magnus Engineer kind of gonna be running around watching Mage Bane farm. So they need one more hero, I think, to compete against this dual core at least here on Legion side. Depending on how well Fer is gonna do. If he's gonna be suiciding again here, which he probably is, then he's not gonna have that great time. But they're gonna need some lockdown on Legion. That's for sure. Parallax might have to go for something like Polki Sheepstick route instead of the Icon, as we saw last game.
The right-clicking an Emerald Warden over there. I'm kind of sitting here almost like
I don't think so.
Waiting for it to actually be picked or not, but yeah, that would find that hard. I mean, the silence for Parallax? Yeah, no, not really. Aluna is going to be the final pick here, so they do go the dual support in the end.
Right.
NG jungle, maybe, depending on how they land things.
But dual support, it kind of looks like they're gonna man up, right? So with the Magnus farming engineer, or maybe they're gonna do something like a Lodestone engineer lane, and then Magnus and Luna lane in the mid lane could be an option. And then the Luna can kind of switch between Mage Bane or top and mid, depending on where he's most needed. So secure that Mage Bane has farm, and then at the same time coming in and secure that Magnus has farm too. Maybe Lodestone engineer, we've seen that lane a couple times, but I expect they're gonna try lane, but that's also an option with the dual lanes. It's just the feel is very hard to man up against, so that's the issue.
All right, we'll vote to pause here to kick it off. Maybe talk it over as far as exactly what they want to try to do here. Understandable, of course, if that to be the case. But we are going to see the Parallax again. However, it's going to be in different hands. Yeah, Cyroc's going to be playing it. Got Zephyronte up on the Dark Lady this time. Being more of that, fulfilling more of that hard carry role that he tends to play. And this time around here. Empath, that support pick, by the way, the final pick for Reason Gaming. Good synergy with the Dark Lady especially. What he can accomplish there. Using the As-One ability. You know, I was actually, when they were right-clicking the Emerald Warden there, what's going through my head too was the idea of mines with the Emerald Warden trap. You like trap people near a mine trap or something. I don't know. I guess that really even wouldn't work. But we put it like right on top of the mine, so they have no way to react. They get trapped.
It's true. No one can blink away, I guess, or charge away. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. But that's a lot to invest into that funny trick.
Wait, do mines block camps?
No, they don't.
They don't.
Okay. Overgrowth still does, I believe.
That's what I was
100% on that because I haven't seen the hero for so long.
That's what I was wondering because if mines still block camps, especially they could be doing that whole thing of blocking every camp for Ophelia. But no, if that's the case, then never mind. I can't do that.
Pretty sure they don't.
Trying to make the Emerald Warden work, man.
Yeah. He needs buffs. Instead, all he got was a couple nerfs last time, out of nowhere. So
he's one of those funky heroes. There's a couple of those where it's like in TMM they're really good, yet in competitive they're just never seen. Like Amun-Ra is definitely another one that comes to mind. Amun-Ra is notoriously being like on top of the win percentage and play for like TMMC forever, yet never see him. So yeah, so some heroes are just kind of those heroes, so it fits under that. Anyways, the game here kicking off now. Game 2 again. Reason up 1-0 here in this best of 3. Trying to advance on here in the losers bracket. You got 05 moving towards the bottom here for WOP Dash. See if they find anyone.
Yep. It's a pretty good play. It should be expected as well. They have the stronger level 1, so try and come in and block some Ophelia camps. Ophelia's actually already on the top side of the map. Looks like he's expecting all these voids, so they just want to dodge that. And this is they kind of expecting the man up here, so they're sending Pharaoh bottom prematurely here. I like that. And then they're gonna have a Dark Lady top, so that's risky to do because it's hard to get out of that lane that easy. If there's a Mage Bane plus a Luna or something, you have a hard time up there. But bold move might pay off here for them. Mage Bane is going top with Luna so far. So they're actually gonna do the dual lanes, and then the Luna's gonna switch back and forth to where he's needed. I like that. Good place.
All right, so the 2-1-2 setup. Pretty old school stuff here.
The only issue with it is that Ophelia is gonna have pretty much free reign in the Hellpoint jungle here, because there's only a Luna to box him out, and that's probably not gonna happen if he starts to have a Catman or a Minotaur Skeleton anything. He's gonna be harassing the Luna more than the Ophelia is. He does put a good ward here, so he will have a heads up of what Ophelia is doing.
Pharaoh hugging the trees, not sure what to really expect, of course, but yeah, you do see Ophelia going to run past the water side as mentioned, and they got that information now. So Luna right away to start putting the auto attacks, the pressure here.
Yep.
Going to really box her out, and again, now with that power throw, especially too, of being how much 20 more damage even at level 1, is going to dodge it though, but right there, puts the rev ward down. Attempting to try to get this ward to sight. Unfortunately, oh man, that's just out. Just out of range.
It's really close. Empire is here, so he does secure the big camp for him, so that should spawn and he should be good to go. Engineer did rotate to the mid lane, but looks like he's now coming top for the Ophelia pick here. Or the Ophelia in the enemy jungle. Oh no.
Well, there we go. Keck stun hits. Luna. The power throw goes through. Got walled off. Doesn't matter though. One more auto attack. There we go. Bloodlust kill in favor of WOP Dash coming out right here. So yeah, the aggressive Ophelia unfortunately not working as planned.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue with that is that Empath did not manage to put a ward down quick enough. So he's put it down here, but that's not in the spot you want. He wants it further in if Ophelia is going to be up here, so that he doesn't get ganked. Oh, but he does have a Skelly. Luna.
Luna going to die right there. A wall off right there to help, and there you go. Yeah, using the Skeleton King. It's always fun to see Ophelia's not necessarily there themselves, but they got the minions be able to set up kills. So
that's huge because now they can kind of take a bit control back. The lane is pushing in. I'm actually not sure that's what you want, because if Ophelia's up here and Empath is in the lane and can't walk past the lane, then he can't help Ophelia.
Trying to get Mage Bane there, but of course very difficult with that blink ability. Have to really catch him after he blinks, and couldn't get the best angle, so Mage Bane gonna be fine. But looking to apply the pressure clearly is Ophelia up here with those boots. Got a Luna coming back in after her death now. And the battle will continue here in this top lane. So as far as how other lanes happen to be doing, you do see Parallax dealing with a 1v2 here, kinda. I mean, Engineer, as we've seen, obviously rotating a little bit, does have a double damage rune that he's going to bottle up and head back towards the middle lane now. As Mage Bane, he's getting really low right here, actually. He's got a flash, but he doesn't use it. Not sure what that was about. He definitely had time to use it right there, but I guess he was just hoping for a better time of it, but
yeah. Or he was really counting on that 60% chance of the block to hit with the stout shield. That if that procced, he wouldn't have died, but it didn't. And here's that Lodestone Engineer combo. Engineer coming with the double damage, actually. Accepted kill.
Yeah, we saw him pick that up. He ends up going bottom with it, and sure enough, gets the kill. Obviously no vision down here for the Legion side, so very well played on their part. And now Lodestone opening up some farm for him, but yeah, Mage Bane does pour it back and immediately goes back to farming, so it is kind of fun seeing a Mage Bane versus a Dark Lady, really. Not this in the laning phase. Not often we get that. Nope, happens to be here. Of course, probably not going to stay for the whole time. I'd assume some adjustments eventually will be happening, but for now, gonna keep it like it is at this point. Engineer rotating over though, finds Ophelia again. Look at that mine, man. Is that a level 2 mine? Yeah, that's a lot of damage right there. Hits easily. Has Magebane coming over. Second Mind, I don't know if it hit actually, but they will secure the kill on Ophelia here nonetheless. However, now Magebane, oh, he's trying not to get stunned. Good job right there, but it doesn't matter. Blink's still on cooldown, and unfortunately it will fall. So we got an action-packed game too, though.
Yeah, we do. It's a risky blink there from Magebane, and does get punished. Close he would have gotten out though, but it seems like Architect is just playing the victim so far, and I think that's perfectly fine for Recent Gaming that he's the one taking the death so far. He's gonna recover eventually, and I mean Ophelia with just the Astrolabe and the ultimate into the mid game should be enough, even if it's delayed like this. So he's doing what he should, and as a result, Dark Lady is farming well, and so is Cyrox mid, and Pharaoh's doing well too. So they have a good scenario again with free lanes going pretty well.
See Blood Chalice delivered to Parallax here. Yeah, maybe not as good as last game necessarily. It's not that free farm, of course, but it's solid as mentioned. You got Magnus though, 325 kill per minute. Oh, top lane again. They kill Magebane. I didn't catch it that time, but man, he's just having trouble up here.
Yep.
3 deaths.
The Dark Blades, I mean, you can't blink out, so it's a good coordination. Also the Q from Ophelia there, assisting, doing a lot of work, making sure he can't even walk away. So I like that he's killing.
Love seeing that. Yeah, especially when you got teammates that can provide some, decent damage buff on top of that. Those Dark Blades with that buff from Nature's Wrath. I mean, they really. It's at the same time maybe not a surprise that he is dying, because yeah, he definitely is taking some good damage. You mentioned the silence, of course, preventing him from getting away, which is what usually his benefit is. So I think he put points in his stats here, unless he's holding on to a point. But it's always interesting to see Magebane players and how they level it up between stats and leveling up the W and the Q.
Yeah. I think if they want to be more aggressive, they max out the Q. If they just want to live and farm, they max out the W and they go for the stats. So it's kind of, this is probably a scenario where you need the Q, but at the same time you want to survive. But I don't think a couple extra stat points is going to help you against the Dark Blades.
Yeah. Top lane, again, it's almost like they're setting up. They definitely are. Who's that? That's Parallax coming in with the invis. Now, NG and Aluna are here, kind of set up in the trees, but numbers...
Parallax no boots, though.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. Well, they're going to be very patient with this. Finally are going to go. The Dark Blades are out. TP's coming in. Magebane not expecting this much damage, though, I'm sure. Is he going to fall? No, he blinks away the last second. Parallax, however, trying to get a kill in the background. Nobody dead yet after all of this. And whoever was TPing did end up canceling. Parallax does finally get the kill on Engineer, as now Luna's trying to run here. Now, Magebane is still here. I believe that's a TP being delivered. Yeah, he needs to TP away now. Or maybe he's going to blink first and then TP, but he will survive, it looks like. Magnus, he's kind of hanging out nearby. He's like, hello, guys. Pops the eruption. He jumps onto Ophelia. Will kill him at least. As Empath tries to run now. Kickstart from Engineer, maybe. Oh, man, going to be close. Oh, wow, yeah, they got Magebane up there.
That was pure luck, though. Pure coincidence. He was still hanging around there. He's trying to get out.
He just
still
guessed.
Chases on, yeah.
Oh, man. I was wondering why he didn't TP out earlier then. I mean, because he got the Homecoming Stone, and I feel like he could have definitely just gone right away. But he chose not to.
I think he didn't expect him. I mean, Percy was just leaping over there to get out of the jungle up here, but then he hits the Magebane with the QW in the process, pure random. I think Lodestone was trying to TP in earlier before the fight started, but Pharaoh cancelled him, and I think he actually used the ulti and then TP'd, so Lodestone was not able to come in there. That could have been a huge swing, but good heads up from Time to Die to actually cancel him. Also a lot of back and forth there. And I think Legion comes out at the top. Dark Lady 6 assists, no kills. It's a bit unfortunate for him, but it boosts up his team though, that they are getting the kills this early on. Especially something like Empath.
Yeah. That is interesting to see. 6 assists right here, but no deaths. So yeah, farming over the 300 gold per minute here, despite the creep farm not necessarily being the best. Those hero kill assists are doing the work. Lodestone, meanwhile, down here. Oh, he has a Shatter Star. I was going to say, he needs to activate that and maybe survive. Oh, are they going to chase, though? Parallax? Yes, the Fulcrum Shift sends it in. And down goes Lodestone. So, good pursuit there. And Lodestone, or Parallax, excuse me, now over 300 gold per minute himself. Back to the top lane. Dark Lady going to be jumped. The wall from Empath trying to help save him. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. He couldn't get the charging strikes off. The stun's just too much. And they lock him down. So Zephyronte, after just mentioning he hasn't died yet, He does die for the first time this game. 14 hero kills in 9 minutes here in game number 2. So really just, I mean, Mage Bane versus Dark Lady usually does not encourage a lot of kills. Somehow we're getting it.
Yep. Simply doing to the lanes here. Parallax mid lane. I mean, it seems like people on both sides are making some greedy plays here. Lodestone on the bottom, trying to queue up there, expecting to be fine. There's no failure. I mean, they get the best of the situation, seeing 3 people, and then they capitalize on getting a kill top. But Parallax again going on Magnus mid to harass him, I guess. But then there's another guy there, nuking him, the engineer coming in. So
it just doesn't stop. Lodestone, he's going to go down to the bottom lane. They dive him. I think that was a Wrath of the Pharaoh. No, that's actually just Mummy Ball trapping him in. And they secure the kill there. So Rocket Drill, I guess, was on cooldown or something. Maybe not enough mana, whatever the reason. He dies there, and they push the bottom tower in pretty easily. So you do see the gold per minute chart definitely started to swing a little bit more for Reason Gaming right now, albeit it's still pretty even across the board here in a lot of ways, but yeah, a little better at the same time for Reason. Now Magnus, of course, he's the one that's definitely standing out here. He actually even chooses to go Blood Chalice as well as the mana battery and the bottle, so he really is going a lot of build up here. Almost as most as you can do before getting a portal key. But that should be next in line now for the Magnus here. Yeah, that's a lot of gold invested into all these small items here.
definitely is. On top of Steam Boots, so that's a lot. But hopefully you can make it pay off here. There's a lot of fighting early on, so I can kind of understand why you want to have not just 2, 3, or 3 stuns, but maybe more 4 or 5 if you can get that. So I think that's his reasoning behind it. And I'll hope it doesn't punish him, that he's gonna lag the portal key here in the mid game.
Well, Magnus going to try to make a play here. Has that haste rune, as well as the Veldrot currently active. Pharaoh, going to run right into them. Did not expect this, of course. The lockdown, good job right there. The eruption. The Wrath of the Pharaoh, he's still alive. Finally goes down, but the fact he got off a mummy wall is pretty huge right here. It sets up Parallax. Energy field is used, however. They do kill Engineer, but now Parallax, he has to get the hell out of here. The Fulcrum Shift, he is going to be fine. Actually, nice lockdown from Ophelia with those Minotaurs. The chase is on Magnus, but the haste are going to be too strong and keep him out of this. Lava Surge, he goes back in, does secure the kill. And the Essence Lake stun happens, but I think, oh no, the haste rune wore off actually. Minotaur stun not happening. I don't know if it's off cooldown there or not. Oh, God, hit it. Oh, he stuns through. Oh, man. The escape here from TJ, excuse me. And he actually is going to be fine. Look, he's going back in even. He wants a kill out of this Lodestone. Goes for Empath. Magnus goes for Ophelia. They kill Empath and Ophelia. What a play there from TJ to eventually get the team support. What we're not done just yet. Pharaoh, it took this long. He's back into the fight. Parallax joins the party again. That's how long this fight has lasted. They've resurrected and come back in. They get the 1 kill onto Magnus, and they do kill Lodestone, and now Luna off to the side. Actually got an Invis rune that she happened to have there, so. Oh, the failed rot, though. Well played.
Okay, that's pretty smart. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It's just action, non-stop. Mage Bane top as well.
Look at that damage. Oh, one more auto attack. No, Mage Bane, he gets away. Fulcrum Shift. Is it a mana? No. Oh. Great escape, though, for Mage Bane.
Yeah. Back and forth, and I wonder if Luna's gonna pick up a kill on Pharaoh in the mid lane. It's not low enough, picks up the helm there. Or is he?
Oh, Ophelia's touch. Again, look at that healing aura. It actually is helping quite a bit, too. That's the buff coming into play, man. If that buff's not in game, he dies right there.
Yeah. Alright, about that buff. Definitely works. And here comes Dark Lady.
Yep, and Dark Lady now looking to clean up on a Luna. Parallax, oh, the keg's done. But they do still kill him. This is basically mid-wars at this point. I mean, this is insane how many action-packed fights we're having in such little time here. Engineer is going to be picked off at the end of it. 16 to 11 hero kills in 13.5 minutes. We're over the 2 kill per minute average here. I mean, 1 kill per minute is insane enough, but 2 kills, It's like, what's going on?
It's not even because I think one team is forced to fight or anything. I think it definitely benefits Parallax to fight all the time. I mean, the hero doesn't farm that fast, so hero kills is definitely the way to go for the hero.
Yeah.
And both teams have a Mage Bane and a Dark Lady, so it's not like they have to rush things, but yeah, they are. I guess it's the double support and Hellborn making them want to fight and set up kills. On top of Ophelia can be an active hero, so yeah.
Yeah, it really is something. Again, I think that's what's really kind of the fun thing about it is that we have a Mage Bane versus a Dark Lady, yet we have one of the most action-packed games we've had, obviously this weekend, yet a little bit here even. So Parallax, though, in the middle lane, he goes back in, no surprise. He has to fall back, though, because a lot of pressure on him. However, has the assistance here, Shatter to secure the kill. And now Pharaoh joins the party to help kill a Luna. Traps her in the mummy wall and gets the kill there. Look at the portal key, by the way, on Parallax. He actually goes the portal key first. I guess with so much action, getting that mobility is pretty big here.
Yeah, sets up a lot of kills. He did miss the W there. That's why they tried to go for the turn, but they simply didn't have enough damage to kill him.
So the fulcrum shift is the actual. Okay, for some reason I thought his actually when he blinked that was a fulcrum, but that's ionic dash. Okay, the fulcrum is the thing that he has. Gotcha. Okay. Anyways, yeah, here we go again. He doesn't have his Earth Shatter though, so I think Mage Bane's definitely going to survive through that. But says hello and gets in to blink away.
Also, almost at the point where he could have manned up the Mage Bane, that is, and ultied him, but
oh, true.
Yeah. Didn't want to risk it. I don't think it would have been a smart idea, but it was close. Had he been level 11, could have been worth it.
How much damage does it do? So yeah, level 11, we were looking at 85% of the target's missing mana. Yeah, you get him near low, basically 1,000 mana that he's used. I mean, looking at what would that be? 850 damage. So that's magic damage, but still.
He went down to I think 400. So 400. I mean, he's missing 700. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah. It definitely is. It's something that Mage Bane has to really keep in mind himself. Is yeah, if he sees Parallax below half mana, look to use
that's an ulti.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to do a lot of damage.
The mines. Yeah. The Genie picks up a regen, so he's good to go in there again. Just gonna buy another smoke, I guess.
Parallax, he hides in the trees. That Earth Shatter! Holy crap! He's just standing on top of Mage Bane, and he just melts. Wow. I think that was all him, right? Yeah, the Tormented Soul didn't even hit, so that was all Parallax, 100-0, before he could blink. Wow. I think that was all him, right? Yeah, the Tormented Soul didn't even hit, so that was all Parallax, 100-0, before he could blink.
Yep, very strong, and at the same time, he has a Dark Lady, and his team has the Cleaver now, and Mage Bane is getting killed again and again, and he still needs 800 for his Cleaver, so he's gonna be a lot behind in that war of the items between those two heroes.
Yeah, having fun with this Parallax again. It's fun to see kind of a newer hero like this stepping on an interesting time, obviously as well with the playoffs being here and the wild card or the World Finals, excuse me, even around the corner. It's going to be interesting to see how that continues to be a trend. But as you're kind of getting at though, Dark Lady, the Rune Claver, another 1,000 gold even saved up. She's doing great. Pharaoh's been quietly doing his thing. 366 gold per minute. He went the helm again. He's got plenty of build up here. Ophelia has her auras, really. They bring in the teacher, the Ashley, they bring in sorcery, so she really has done great. Yeah, across the board, it's looking very good, basically, for this Legion side. Portakey was just picked up here on Magnus, so, I mean, that's something that they haven't had this whole time with all these fights happening, is a portal key on especially a Magnus. So now they got that. He's going to use it right here on a Dark Lady, but it's not going to save Engineer as Pharaoh comes flying in. So they tried, but not happening, and now that's been showing if it wasn't before.
Yeah. It's it should be a position where they're able to capitalize, but that hook from Pharaoh is just so long range that comes in there and cleans up Engineer before they have any time to respond.
You got the Sacrificial Stone finished on Parallax.
Yeah, he's looking for Mage Bane again, I think.
Yep.
You might get him.
Oh yeah, we saw earlier.
Luna's nearby, but
there we go. There's the jump. This time it's not as much. Oh, no, not an there's the mana rift. Oh, there you go. Imba Pingu has the last laugh on that one. It's just a matter of time before that happened.
There's a fine line between those play. I mean, there's a good juke there, but one auto attack from Cyrox, he would have gotten the kill. So that's a huge swing. I mean, that's definitely what they need. Step in the right direction.
Yeah, that's a Rune Cleaver. Yeah, definitely a Rune Cleaver here.
Though.
Oh, Eruption, here we go. Jumps on a Dark Lady. The tower is going to fall here. Dark Lady, though, she's still well alive. The backup wasn't really the best, and Lodestone ends up feeling it as a result. He goes down. Nice job, though. They do kill Dark Lady. The energy field helping to secure that right there. They're still chasing, too. Ophelia now. She's kind of left behind. Pharaoh goes back in, though. Beautiful mommy wall, and Pharaoh's assisting right here. Magnus stuns through. Or Ophelia's assisting, I should say, with the minions even still around, but Aluna is going to barely live. Look, I mean, Ophelia and Pharaoh are doing all this. I guess Empath is here as well. Inside Pharaoh right there, so almost a tournament. Now Parallax. Rocket almost got her. Yeah, she dodged it.
Hit engineer, but she just managed to dodge them. Stridus activated. Also, interesting fight. I think Lodestone kind of suicided there, TPing in. I think if you TP in like that, you should ulti first. But of course, you can look silly if they run away when they do that. But yeah, good turn of events there for. I think Reason comes out on top, but they make the best of it. What dash that is.
Yeah. Oh, look at this again, though. Bottom lane. It's the Parallax versus Mageman. But actually, there's a lot of support coming in. Parallax has no clue. He's going to all of a sudden see Magnus. He's going in, and there's Magnus. Here comes the turn. They do kill Mageman, actually, as Dark Lady joins at the last second. I was waiting for the mana rift, but it never came. The silence was too much. Parallax is still in trouble here in the background. The mine comes out. He barely survives, though. The Ionic dash away, and now Lodestone. He is going to end up falling right here despite the Shadow Storm going off. A 4-for-0 exchange there in favor of Reason. That's got their sting extra there. I mean, it looked like they were easily going to get the turn on to Parallax, and then all of a sudden Dark Lady shows up. Yeah. And the rest of them.
They had the right idea. They were simply just too close to the tier 1 of Reason. So they were able to get support too quickly. That's unfortunate. But it was good bait, though. The right idea, just the positioning was not the best.
We got Ophelia in the meantime. He's just been pushing the top lane, even as a Wolf Commander. I love that. Pushing the top lane up here while that fight was taking place. So he gets the tower just about dead, actually, before he's joined by the rest, and actually they'll fall back as a team here. But nice heads up there from Archtiger. Obviously not needed at the bottom lane. The Ophelia's touch was enough to assist there amongst that fight, but speaking of fight, WOP Dash putting up a fight still. Again, they're down 1-0. This would be it, so going to rely on the Mageman here to slowly climb back in this game. It's either going to be a very long game or not much longer kind of deal here for WOP Dash. So see if they're able to pull through with that or not, but Parallax continues his farm and sitting on that perpetual cogwheel now. That's such a... Why? Why is it even called that? Jesus. So many words. Long.
Yep.
Anyways, he has that item. So he's building plenty. And what is he going to build with that, actually? Is that the sheep stick even?
I think it's the sheep stick,
okay.
bulky sheep stick. I think that's what he's going for. He hasn't had trouble surviving, honestly. He's been, you know, the QW has been enough to dislocate himself for his opponents. And he doesn't really feel like he needs a Shrunken Head, so I think Sheep Stick, then Shrunken Head is probably his way to go. If they... Yeah?
Go ahead. Well, it does also make a Spell Sunder, and I was actually kind of wondering if that's actually good on him or not.
I guess it's okay. It adds damage, but I think if you want damage, Spell Shards is still better option for him.
Okay. Yeah, Mageman, it's safe to say I think he's trying to prioritize a Shrunken Head next for his next pickup, but even that's still a little bit off. Got 1730 gold saved up. Now, Dark Lady already has hers. Let's go with a Firebrand, and they're going to be pushing here, so they're going to definitely force action, and it kind of makes sense here from Reason. They know that WOP Dash is not ready, and neither is Aluna. She just simply was trying to counter ward. She actually got the ward, but died in the process.
Yep. It's not something you do against Pharaoh. Unfortunately, he does get punished, and yeah.
That's true, yeah.
They do have a pretty good high ground defensive with Lodestone ulti into Eruption, so they can definitely deal the damage necessary with the see up there initiated here.
Oh, here we go. This is the chance, actually. Dark Lady is dropping. Done about a third of his life, but all of a sudden he starts going back up. The heal comes out. The energy field not going to matter. Parallax with that Earth Shatter in the midst of that double tap for Zephyronte. And the racks will melt away. So Magebane unfortunately wasn't here. I mean, if he's here, you know, gets a mana rift off, you know, maybe something at least, but they just clean up on the racks pretty easily in the end after what seemed like a pretty good jump, actually.
Yeah.
For WOP Dash.
Yeah, they're kind of at the point where they need more than just 2 heroes. They kind of need 3 or 4 with the initiation to win it, and that's close to impossible. So, but I don't feel like they were all ready for it. Like, Luna's not there to follow up Red Stun, and Engineer was not there either, so they need a little bit better communication to take that one. It's definitely hard at this point.
Oh, Reason came in, and again, here we go. There's the Mana Rift, actually. Parallax does fall. Dark Lady got low as well, but there's the cover of darkness now. And the Legion side, well, they got the melee rack. So, gonna buy back out of Magnus. Lodestone gonna stay dead. Magnus goes back in, but he stuns a target that gets teleported back immediately. Doesn't do much there. Pharaoh's gonna be on the run, though. He has a mummy wall.
There's another point back in 2 seconds. I think that's gonna happen.
Okay, yeah. And they're not gonna kill him in time, so they'll just fight until he gets out. Oh, Dark Lady's back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I can understand they're not conceding here since it's the last game if they lose. So try and see if anything happens. Maybe they can hit a 5-man Lodestone ulti until 5-man Magnus Eruption. You never know. So
well,
hanging in there.
Yeah, no, I think the big thing, honestly, the Mana Rift potential. It really is that. I mean, you got a level 3 Mana Rift now. Magebane is going to have the Shrunken Head here, so that will help for at least getting it off effectively. Getting it off, hoping that Parallax is next to all of his teammates or multiple teammates, happens to have about half mana or so. Use that Mana Rift and see what happens. So that's kind of, I think that's their last effort, really. Making something happen here.
Not helping with double damage Dark Lady here, killing Conqueror. But maybe this could be the place. Oh no, Magebane used the Shrunken Head up there.
Oh wait, on accident? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate. I don't know if that was a case of he had his items in wrong spots, not the usual, but yep, that's down for a minute now.
I think his hatchet was there before. Might have been the reason.
Okay. Well, not having that, absolutely no chance of stopping Kongor. That's going to be a token for Dark Lady, of course. And another 3,000 gold saved up on her as well. She has a Frostburn finished. Parallax just about has the Sheepstick. In fact, he does purchase it right there. So he's going to have a Sheepstick now, too. He has 2,200 mana without the full Sheepstick even finished. It's going to be around 2,400 mana or so once he gets that delivered here, I believe. So, yeah, that's insane. I mean, you look at the mana pools again of this Hellborn team. It's an average of about 600 or so. Quite the difference in maximum mana, which is equals damage for Parallax.
Look at Ophelia here. Takes away Webby's Enchanter, so he can actually put Clear Vision wherever he chooses. It's a nifty trick.
Archie Tiger, man. He got the Wolf Commander earlier. Now the Warbeast Enchanter here. He's being innovative. I like this idea. I've always been a big advocate of seeing other things than a freaking Minotaur and a Skeleton King. They're just so boring.
That's true.
So many
Magnus is in a decent spot over here. Lodestone. I mean, they're so spread out that they can't really find a good target to initiate on. They kind of need someone to bait, but it's hard. Oh, Mines.
Oh, they jumped Dark Lady. Or Magebane, I should say, in the background, and he's dead just like that. No buyback, couldn't get the Shrunken off either. Parallax does die in the midst of this. Gets a double tap out of it. I was actually over there watching Magnus, waiting for him to channel up, and all of a sudden, the game's over. GG, well played. It is a victory for Reason. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. We didn't at least get to see a Mana Rift attempt at the end there. See what would have happened, but it was obviously well in favor of Reason gaming at that point. And they just capitalized. So, I mean, I know we talked about it. You know, whether or not they should have banned the Parallax after that first game. I understand why they didn't, but looking at it now, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, they probably should have.
Yeah, they probably should have, and they had a hard time dealing with the hero. There was a couple of times where they tried to get the kill on him and it just didn't succeed. And it's not a lot of heroes that can solo a mage bane as soon as they just see him. Usually they have to channel up something like a Lodestone Ultimate or an Eruption or something, so it's a bit harder. But Parallax, it's definitely easier to gank, and he got a solo kill on him a couple times. It's just a hard hero to deal with, and yeah, did a lot for his team. But well played from Reason. So good strategies and good playstyle.
It's fun to watch. Definitely a lot of fun to watch here from them. And again, they stay alive. They advance on here in the losers bracket as far as WOP Dash is concerned. They're going to be, unfortunately, coming to a conclusion here officially in Hon Tour Season 4. So great run for them, and I'm sure a fun season overall. But this will be the end of the road for them as far as Hon Tour is concerned. Team Druids also joining them with that as far as the result earlier, of course, as they lost to Polymorph in that epic series there, where Polymorph took it 2-0, including that game 2 especially. So that ends up being both series go 2-0 here in the end. Polymorph and Reason Gaming advancing on. As you see right here, they're not going to be playing each other, of course. They're going to be playing the losers of teams from the winners bracket. And those matchups, as we see here, of Complexity versus Fresh, and then of course, you guys in Evo Corporation will be taking on Bad Monkey Gaming in your series there. And those will be next weekend. I'm actually confirming those on Saturday and Sunday. I believe they're on Saturday. Let me double check, though.
I think they're Saturday,
Schedule, May 14th. Yes, they're on Saturday. Okay, so those are on Saturday. So it looks like, as far as the schedule for Honcast here for the coverage here of these playoffs, so next weekend on Saturday, we're going to be kicking it off with Complexity versus Fresh at 12 p.m. Eastern, 1800 Central European Time. And then Evil Corporation versus Bad Monkey Gaming will be the following matchup for that day. And then the losers bracket matchups will happen on Sunday, of course. So definitely continuing some great Hon here as we get closer and closer to finding out which team is going to join Sync in Thailand at the World Finals. A lot of fun ahead of us here. So Near, though, going to be coming to a conclusion here. Any shout-outs, any final words from yourself?
Shout out to my team, and yeah, that's it for me.
All right, well, appreciate it as always. A lot of fun having you on here to cast, and obviously wish you the best of luck next weekend now. You guys are going to be going up against Bad Monkey Gaming there. I also want to shout out to, tournament admins as well as the mods in chat and everything else, and also the Honcast subscribers. Again, it's always fun, still seeing so much support, especially the subscribers that we do have. I see like 30+ months. I mean, that's just it's ridiculous, man. You guys are awesome. So I do appreciate that. I know you don't really get much in return other than just simply the sweet emotes that you get there, but it's cool to see that support. It really is, and all the support that sticks around and the chat's going on and everything. It's always fun to hang out with you guys. So, well, most of you at least. Only a couple. It's like, not so much, but we could do with that. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We are going to be wrapping up here on Honcast officially.